This is the top of that machine, and we're going to try to sandblast some of this off and see if it'll work. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I got this really cheap, this $20 sandblasting gun. We'll see if it works. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's kind of tight. Oh, look, it's making a mess over there. I'm going to have to clean this all up. It's kind of, anyway, this is what we're going to do. And as soon as I get as best as I can, I'll be back. Alright, so I think that's as best as that's going to be with the sandblasting. So we're going to try some mechanical means, like one of these things, or maybe this one. We'll see which one works better. I'm going to try this first. Get in there. Oh man, these are sticky as hell. All right. Well, anyway, that's what we're going to be doing, so we'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so we got all the rust off, and we used some, what is that stuff called? This stuff right here, a vapor rust. And we had it sitting in there for a little bit. Now we're done. So here we go with the spray. Let's see. I guess after we do this, we'll find out if all the errors that I made. Yeah, that's why we're using hammered paint, because it may have some errors. But it'll be good. It'll look better than it did anyway. I wish the sun was out a little bit, make it a little bit easier. So when you spray paint, you always want to start away and end away from your work. That's the best way to do it, for the most even coat. Also, you want to keep the top of the thing dry, because otherwise, if you're over the top, it could possibly drip, and that would cause a problem, possibly. Depends how perfect you want it, I guess. Let's see. This spray is so, I mean, it comes out so lightly, though. Yeah, you gotta, I should probably stop for now and wait for it to dry a little bit, and then we'll do another coat. Alright, so anyway, we're almost done here. We'll get this, another coat on there, and then you'll see what it looks like. We'll be back. Alright, well, that's it. That's the top, and that's the bottom. And let it dry overnight, and we'll put it back together and see what she looks like. Now we got the top and the bottom shells are nice and clean. And we're going to try to clean up this mid frame. I'm not sure, what to use and how clean I really want to try to get it. But stuff is coming off, so this is just Windex in that bottle. So we're just gonna probably just do this for a little while. And I'm not gonna record the whole thing, but just to show you that it does work. Maybe we can use like a brush. Let me see. I have so many. Here's a little wire brush. I don't want to go too aggressive on this, but this stuff is kind of permanently on there. Yeah, I mean it's working. I'm not sure what this originally looked like. I think it must, like around here, this light color must be the original color, I assume. Anyway, let me go ahead and we're going to get that frame cleaned up, and then we'll put this whole thing back together and give it a whirl. Alright, so we got most of it back together, but I remembered this bulb was bad. So we're going to look through this box of bulbs here and see if we can match one up. I wish I could read the number on it. It's kind of rubbed off, but it looks like a Westinghouse bulb, and I can see 47. It's possibly 473. I can't see very well. What I should do is read the voltage on here when it's on. Maybe we'll do that. Let me see let me find bulbs that have that same base anyway, if I have any. These are like flashlight. Oh, here's some in here. I see one right there that has the right. There's one right here that has the same base. This one has a much larger, let's see, let's turn the, I guess we can leave it on. Let's plug it in real quick here. Let's see, if we put the worst thing that can happen is it'll burn out the bulb, right? Oop, it's not fitting in the socket right. Wait a second. It's not lighting. Huh. Does this, oh, maybe this has to, oh yeah, there it goes. That's good. I mean, look at that. It looks a little dim, but I guess it just needs to be, the amplifier just needs to be on. That one's a little dim. These will look like flashlight bulbs. There's some more. I think all of the ones in here must have came from like the same box, because they all look, yeah, they all look about the same. I guess we could just put one of those in there anyway. If worse comes to worse, I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Only because, I mean, that bulb, I know some of these things, the bulb is actually in the circuit, and it requires a certain bulb to, you know, that has to have the same current draw, but this one I don't think so. I think it's just a bulb to light the path. That's a 757. Here's another, let's see what this one looks like. Let's open this. These are all, let's see. Oh, even dimmer. That one's even worse. So that one definitely ain't gonna work. Yeah, too bad the number's worn off. Let me see. It looks like 4.7. I mean, it's definitely a 4.7, but the last number just rubbed off. So it's possible it's like a 4.73. Here's a 3.27. I wonder what this bulb looks like. No, it's like an indicator for a switch or something. What do you, let's see, let's find something with a 4.2 on it, I guess. 1829, here's a 757. What's a 757? Not the aircraft. Was that the one we just had? It's got the right base. Let's see. Yeah. So we know a 757 is definitely too high of a voltage. We need a bulb that has the 4 at the beginning. Now these are all car. You know, let's do this. Let's grab the voltmeter here. Let's see what the voltage is. Maybe we could do it that way. We can find a bulb. At least that has the right voltage. I'm sure it's going to be AC. Making a mess here again. Come on. Alright, let's see. Without shorting it. It's 6.9 volts, so it's a 6-volt bulb. Alright. Or thereabout a 6-volt bulb. But you know, a lot of these don't even tell you. You know, let me find the bulb and I'll be back. Alright, so I put a bulb in there. I don't know if you can kind of see it lit in there. It's kind of, we'll see when we turn it over. But it wasn't the same number, so I'm going to take the old bulb and tape it to the bottom of the unit here. Just in case later on we decide to maybe look up the right bulb or whatever. At least we'll have it. Alright, so the only thing, the wire for the tone arm was always in the way, and originally they had it just kind of wrapped around like this, which, I mean, it doesn't seem to make any noise from the transformer. It is a shielded wire, so I guess we could just put it back like that. I just don't want it to get tangled up into anything. And then this wire here has to go under this. Okay, that's how it was. And then it was tied under this little thing right there, just like that. And that was about it. And this is the bottom. This is the newly painted bottom. It's still kind of fresh, so I want to try not to scratch it up any. Yeah, it looks good. Let's get some screws in this thing. I think one of the little, this one here was missing. The one here was on. You know what? Let's do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it off. I could take the one from the side here and put it over on that one. At least the screws on the front will all be there. You know. Everything is always a pain, right? This whole thing, everything was a pain. Without, let's see, how am I going to get that off there? Without scratching anything. Alright, there it goes. We'll just push it on here. There you go. Okay. All right. Let's do that one more time. Without damaging the front of this thing anymore, or the bottom cover out. Okay. It's on. All right, have to get one screw at a time here. Okay, there's one. I don't remember if all the screws here. I don't think they were. I don't think all the screws were actually here. So we'll just get on what we got. You know what? I don't have to watch me tighten screws. Let me get the screws in there and then we'll be right back. Well, there it is, all put back together. There's the, that's the bottom. Ooh-ah. That's the top. I think it came out pretty good. Alright. Oh, I don't want to lean it on the, you know, as you're tilting it down, it'll lean on the painted surface, and I don't want to do that just yet because I think it's going to probably take a good week or so before this paint is dry enough where it can withstand any abuse. So we're going to be careful putting it down. And then you know, here's the hinges. I think, you know, I covered them up. I didn't do anything to the hinges of the handle. The handle seems to be in good shape, although you know, they're always questionable trying to hold something heavy like this. But you know, that's the inside. It's a little dusty, but that was the original color, and that's the top, the new color. Now, let me put this on the side. And there's the tone arm with the light shining on it. You could see the bumpiness that I left in the surface. It doesn't look half as bad. It looks a lot worse on the camera for some reason. But I wanted to leave it bumpy because I wasn't sure if I could make, you know, the original smoothness again. But I think it came out good. This is it's a lot shinier. I did apply a clear coat on there to protect it, so I don't think we really needed to do the clear coat, but I did. Rewind. Play. I mean, it's not quiet. I got that mechanism. I think it's pretty cool, actually, that I was able to do that. So, let's see. I guess we can give it a test. There's the, I don't know if you can see the light bulb in there. See put a new light bulb in there? Alright, let's see. I'll have to find a good wire to play, but I guess somebody had sent me a message about a song. He said it was these Bluebird labels. He said it was a record on a Bluebird label, but he didn't know the name of it, and I think I have two. So let me grab the other one. We're going to play those. Yeah, here's another Bluebird label. So this one is called Blueberry Hill, A Million Dreams to Go, Foxtrot. This is Glenn Miller and his orchestra. Glenn Miller and his orchestra again for Blueberry Hill. And this one is Start the Day Right Waltz. It's Johnny Messner and his Music Box Band. And this side is I Must Have One More Kiss. And oh, Kiss, 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 Foxtrot. And it's on the Bluebird label. What I found inside, somebody had put this inside, it's the original jacket for the record. Isn't that so? At least it's there. It's like you can hardly touch it. It just falls to pieces. But I guess we'll play this one first since I got it out. Alright, so this is a record called Start the Day Right. Johnny Messner and his Music Box Band. I'll play little bits of it because I don't know how much I could actually play. I don't know if these are you're allowed to even play, because I have no idea. Actually, one more thing. I did buy some gold touch-up. I'm not going to repaint the gold parts, but I'm just going to touch them up, and hopefully that'll be good. I bought model airplane paint, so we'll see how that works out.
Oh, what do you want?
It's 7 o'clock, dear. Time to get up.
Off with the blanket down, with the window on, with the day.
I don't know. I'd like to just play the whole song, but let's flip it over. Let's see what the other side sounds like. I guess we can play little snippets. I was thinking about, why don't I just play the whole records and just put it on and see what happens. I mean, I don't know. You know what? We could try. Let me find my phone, and I'm going to see if it actually, what's that? I have that app that somebody told me to download. Shazam, I think it was called. Was it Shazam? I think so, and it detects these songs. So let's see if it can find it. So let me get it. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's see if it'll find it.
Each night, and we love to watch him, though it isn't right. The same old repetition takes place.
I don't know how you doing.
This fellow's got ambition. He never fails to say, oh, we must have one more kiss, kiss, kiss before we say goodnight.
We must have one more kiss, kiss, kiss before we say goodnight.
You'll never miss that extra kiss, so honey, hold me tight.
Oh, we must have one
All
more
right.
before we say goodnight.
And if you...
Guess what? We're going to play the whole song. It didn't find it. That ought to be fun. Well, here you go. Whoever asked for, I think it was either that or that.
Told by the Three Jacks, Gene Darcy, and your music box host, Johnny Master. There's a boy and girl who linger near our window each night, and we love to watch them, though it isn't right. The same old repetition takes place every day. This fellow's got ambition. He never fails to say, oh, we must have one more kiss, kiss, kiss before we say goodnight.
We must have one more kiss, kiss, kiss before we say goodnight.
You'll never miss that extra kiss, so honey, hold me tight.
Oh, we must have one more before we say goodnight.
And if you treat me right, you'll make my heart feel light. You know your kiss'll make me whistle walking home tonight.
Oh, I love the way you so some more.
I love the way you so like before.
Since you love me and I love you, it's perfectly alright. Oh, we must have one more before we say goodnight.
Oh, I love the way you so some more.
I love the way you so like before.
Since you love me and I love you, it's perfectly alright.
Oh, we must have one more before we say goodnight.
Just imagine. I mean, that's so cool. I don't know what year this record is from, but it's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. You know, these are, like, I remember these songs. Some of these songs, my grandmother used to hum them. It's kind of a cool thing. All right, we're gonna hang on. I'm gonna start over here. Hang on. All right, so here's the other side of this record, and we're gonna do the same thing and see if it's picked up by Shazam. All right, so there's Shazam. Let's start it, and then we'll give it a little whirl here.
There's some air, off with the slippers on, with the shoes, and then comb your hair. Out of the bedroom into the kitchen, breakfast is there. Only a spot that a ride. Though the skies be cloudy, smile and all the world says howdy. Off with the blanket, up with the curtain, greet the new day. In with the sugar, down with the coffee, don't you delay.
All right, well, it didn't find it, so we're going to play the whole song for so whoever asked for it. I'm not sure the person's name. I'll have to look.
Franklin? Oh, Franklin.
Oh, what do you want?
It's 7 o'clock, dear. Time to get off.
Off with the blanket down. sugar down with the coffee, don't you delay. Out of the kitchen, out of the cottage, sing on your way. For the 8 starts the day bright. For the 8 starts the day bright.
All right. Well, that's it for that one. Let's try this one, see if it finds this one. There you go. Look how quick it found it, too. Okay, now we're going to do the other side of this record. Immediately. Alright, so I'm assuming that you can't play the whole record of this one since it found it. So, at least we got one of them on there. Maybe that was the one. Anyways, let's give the wire recorder a whirl here. Alright, here's a sample of the wire recorder after I repaired it.
Fine, mild tobacco, specially blended, then carefully processed for filter smoking. This recipe, teamed up with Marlboro's improved filter,
Yeah, this is
gives you a
Pashanga
generous
right here,
helping of
this one.
flavor in a smoke of surprising mildness. You get a lot to like with...
Anyway, we're going to try to play this reel. This reel's got a lot of breaks in it, so I was curious to see what was on it anyway. So let's give it a whirl.
For better making, make it Marlboro. Get some matches, too.
Nice and quiet, though. There's a piece hanging off it already. See how far it'll go.
You're a married man, aren't you?
What's that, sir?
Aren't you a married man?
I am a married man, yes, sir. Incidentally, you're always interviewing people on this program and asking, why don't we find out something about you? I mean it.
Boy, I don't understand.
No, I mean, I have a special reason for asking this, Dick. I've been in show business since I've been a little kid, and the big holler today is, where is all
Must be
the
a
fresh
TV
new
show. Let
young
me see what
talent
this
gonna
thing
come
is doing here. What's this piece hanging off here? It's just kind of a loose end here. I don't know. I'm sure it's broken somewhere. This reel had a lot of breaks in it. Let me try to cut this short. I don't know where it is, but where it's coming from in the reel. But let's just play it.
Well, like you all of a sudden popped up, who seems to be show-wise and everything else. What's
There was
your
a knot
background?
that just passed by.
Oh, gee, I was in the Army a couple of years.
Oh, they teach show business now?
Yeah. No, that's the truth. That's the truth. I went into the...
Old TV show, I guess, or a radio show. Does anybody know what this is?
Yeah. I flunked it, and I went into the flunk, and he put me in special services, which is, you know, the entertaining the troops, and that's the first time I'd ever been associated with show
Look at
business.
that. What's going on here? Is that the same? I don't know what that is. I don't know where it's coming from. But this ain't going to work. I don't know. Well, I guess we could just let it go until it breaks.
Well, I stayed in. You must not in the Army. I stayed in show business.
You must have a natural knack for it.
Yeah, there it is. That's the end right there. So the wire was broken. Now the only problem is if the end is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully that's it. We're going to find out. Get that back on there. Let's see if we can splice it back together. Here's the end right here. These are not easy to, because they're so small, these wires are so thin, they're not easy really to splice. But it says to make box knots. I don't know, this is what I did on the one other one. I tried real hard to grab the end. Let's see if I can do it. You got to grab both of them. Put your fingers through. The thing is it doesn't stay tight, so Sounds like piano wire. Just pull it through, all the way through like that. And then let's wind it back up on the spool there and see if we can continue playing this one. Did I lose it? Yeah, it looks like I lost it. Did I lose it? Yeah, I did it. Where's the end of that? So we need to get rid of the piece that I just made the knot on. So we got to cut it off. Boy, this stuff is so messy. Very difficult wire. It's impractical, really. But it's pretty cool, though, that it is what it is. Alright, let's see if I can do that one more time. Get back on there. My hand, I can't, it's hard to see the end, so. Alright, you know what? Very, very annoying. Do I have both? Yeah, I have both of them in my hand. Nope, I lost it. Did I get it that time? I don't want it to go underneath the take-up spool. I seen a bunch that was already in there. Alright, here's the knot that I made. So we need to cut the little pieces that are hanging there. Yeah, this will work. This is going to work. Oops. I didn't pull it tight enough, but that's alright. Let's see. Alright, there you go. Let's try it. See it pop, the thing?
What's your neck?
I'm older than I look. More easy
Oh, I don't think so. No.
You used to work with records. That's right.
Did last night.
You did it last night. That's right.
You can rest till 4:30 in the
You
morning.
know, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on this show was your bits of the guy singing in the house. Oh, thank you. I wasn't a record, I know, but it was a record.
I wonder which show this is.
It was a record. The sound effects were on a record, on a whole record.
Anyway, it's running pretty quietly now. At least it's usable.
Yeah, I really good too.
And like I said, we got all those other reels, and we're gonna play through them.
Well, see, we're not the record. If the record's playing and somebody else is singing, he'll sing along and sound wonderful. If the record, they shut the record off, he stops right away.
Anyway, if anybody wants to hear this spool, let me know. I'll try to play it and see if it'll play through. I could definitely, when I rub my hand on it, I can feel there are other pieces hanging off it. Anyway,
always wanted me to be a witch.
and this is rewind. So even, you know, I got this thing working pretty well, so I'm definitely not going to open it anymore. I think we're just about done with this thing. We'll just play. We'll play all those reels and see what's on them, and that'll be it. I'm going to put after it ends, we'll put the cover on it. Get another quick look at it with the covers on. Let me move all these spools out of the way. Oops. That's it. Anyway, a piece broke off. Look at that. Alright, well that's it for that. Pull more of that flocking off there. Anyway, the machine works good. And we're gonna, like I said, you'll see other videos of those other spools. So we will do that. Let's put the cover on it. close it up. Let me put this wire spool back in here. And that's the machine right there. That's it, all cleaned up, painted. I didn't do the middle, but I think we're just going to leave the middle of it alone. It's not too bad. The top and the bottom were really rusty, but no longer. Alright, well, that's it for, I think, the workings of this thing, but next video, we'll, like I said, we're going to mess around with the reel, so tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one, and it'll be real soon. Bye-bye.